Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Big Arc. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today we are back and we are doing something a little different. Before I get into it, I do want to say thank you so much for all the love and support that we've got recently, especially on the Frozen WoW account and the character stuck in time videos that I've been going over. If you haven't checked those out already, please go and check them out. I thought it was super fun to explore, and I'm in the works of kind of putting all three together into one video just so a lot of people can see kind of all three parts, just because I know that some people have only seen part one, part two, or part three. So that is coming soon, as well as I am doing the WoW token giveaway for reaching 1,500 subs. So without further ado, this video is a little different. As you can see, I'm going through creating a new character. I'm bringing to you the Spellbound challenge. So this is something that I kind of wanted to do because I see a lot of people doing different gold making challenges, different questing challenges, like zone locked, expansion locked, stuff like that. So I wanted to do my take, and I thought of something a little different. Basically, what we're going to be doing is every 5 levels, we're going to delete the use of an ability that we have from our character. So if we make it all the way to level 80, we will basically have 16 less abilities, and it will start with just myself where I'm going to be picking and choosing, but eventually I will offer it up to the audience, to you guys, to kind of guide me in the direction of what you want to see me take away, kind of how you want to shape my character, how to play it, and go from there. So there are some rules. I'm only going to have 5 lives, so if my character dies 5 times, I will have to delete this character and then restart. There's going to be no heirlooms, not even the heirloom mount. And I won't be able to accept or perform trades, so no outside help until I decide to use the auction house. Because through this whole period of level 1 to level 80, I will be able to use the auction house 10 times for whatever I need. No limits on that at all. So that'll be pretty cool. These are kind of the rules that I have set in place, so it allows me to control what I can control and choose what I can do, which will be to either decisively pick and choose what to keep, or leave that option to you guys, but also pick professions for either damage or more survivability, and be able to use trinkets that will allow me to deal damage or get extra healing depending on what I have. And also, a little twist is that there's going to be no group content allowed until I hit max level. Why? Because some goals for completing this challenge and having a spell locked character fully 100% done is to reach level 80 without deleting the character, and to complete a mythic dungeon and 1 full normal raid with this character. If I do that with my limited abilities and spells and skill set, then we will be good to go. So that is what I will consider 100% and checked off, and if all those goals are met, it will turn into a normal character. Besides the 5 lives and the consequence of deleting my character, there is also one more to keep myself in check, and that will be for you guys to let me know if I miss it, is if I use a spell that I will have supposedly have taken out, I will have to trade away all my gold as a fine. I'll be trading this to either like a character of mine, or debating on how popular this is, I can kind of start a fund for subscribers and give it away at the end of the challenge or something like that. Who knows? Maybe it'll be enough to get a WoW token. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. As you can see, I've made a rogue spell locked. I went through a rogue just because I thought it would be a little cooler to make something like this where I have the survivability of a night elf, with their racial, and then also with the rogue eventually unlocking vanish, which I hope I will be able to use. I think this will help me with the survivability, but also I feel like rogue has so many different abilities where if I lose one every once in a while, it won't be the worst thing in the world. There's a lot of survivability and helpfulness when it comes to spells. So if I can disregard those and kind of make sure I survive, I feel like I'll be set. So that's why I picked a rogue, specifically a night elf rogue. So you can see here, I'll just be going through all of the kind of intro stuff, and then I'll get back to you when I start making some decisions. Man, one thing though, I haven't leveled up a new character from the beginning in a little while. So it's kind of crazy to see like all these zones, like how I last played them. Like watching that intro is from Cataclysm still, I believe, and it's kind of crazy. I'm looking forward to Midnight, where the world will get a bit of a revamp, and hopefully see some new changes there, especially with the areas with the elves, because I know they'll be involved, because it actually adds some risk and some strategy to the game, and hopefully I'll make it to level 80. So I'll probably have a little death tally whenever that starts to happen, and I do plan to have a little bit of a wall showing the spells that we've kind of stashed away. So you'll see what I'll be able to use and what's hidden. I do want to say a big thank you as well for all the love and support recently on the videos. I know that I touched on it a little bit in the intro, but to see that kind of response, especially going through an account that was my buddy's and a really close friend of mine, it was awesome to see. Like there were so many comments from people, saying rest in peace and recognizing the time that he put into it. And although a lot of it wasn't Biss, I know that he put some serious time into it, and that game was a serious passion for him. So getting the love and support from all you guys was really amazing to see. I can't thank you enough. Like we exploded on that video, and it was super cool to see. It was probably a unique experience. I've never had something blow up like that. So again, many thanks. Like that was super awesome. So I mentioned too in the beginning that I have a little bit of an idea of how I want to shape this character. So I already picked a Night Elf Rogue, 1 for the Shadow Meld racial, 2 for the stealth and the ability to vanish and kind of have that survivability. I'm not too sure what I want to do when it comes to professions, because I do see, some great things with like engineering and stuff like that that could be like more damage, but also being able to like stun and run away with different grenades. So I'm leaning towards doing like mining and engineering, just because you kind of need to do that, especially if I can only go to the auction house 10 times. But I am also tempted to kind of get some potions involved by doing, alchemy and herbalism. So I'm not too sure. Like I still have some time to debate, and if you guys kind of have a direction where you want to see me go with it, let me know. I will take all into consideration because we're feeling this out as we go, and you guys are along for the journey, and you guys have a say in this. So we are level 4 now, slowly getting way to our first locked ability, which will kind of suck because I know that we only have like a few abilities right now, like Cheap Shot, Eviscerate, and Sinister Strike. We are getting Sprint, which I'm pretty sure I do want to keep. So depending on the content I'm going to be doing, I'm not too sure what I want to lean away from, especially because, I kind of need these damage abilities right now. But on the other hand, because I'm such a low level right now, it might be the opportunity for me to kind of get rid of the damage abilities like the combo point spenders in this one. But we'll see when we cross that bridge. I'm still not too sure what expansion I want to head into with this one as well. I know that there's a couple different options I've been considering. I know like there's always like the Dragonflight route, like because there's like the most current stuff when it comes to reagents and herbs and everything that you could use. So I haven't decided if I want to Dragonflight or explore something a little more nostalgic and go back in time and explore Chromie time and get something that I haven't really done. Okay, so we are now level 5. We are in this cave and we just dinged level 5. So if we go over our abilities right now, we are super limited. So I want to keep in mind that I am able to count the racial when it comes to stuff like this, but I don't think that I'm going to be wanting to get rid of something like this right away. At level 5, we only have 4 to choose from. We have Cheap Shot, Eviscerate, Sinister Strike, Sprint, and Stealth. So right now I'm thinking of there may or may not be a need for me to have Sprint, especially because I'll have a mount and there are some consumables that maybe I can make. But with my kind of content, when I have Vanish, I'm not sure how often I'm going to be in Stealth, especially with this lower level. So we're actually going to get rid of Cheap Shot. I know that might be a little controversial, but we are going to add that to our wall of Spellbound spells. You'll see right here. Look at that animation. And yeah, so that is now in there. We are now getting rid of Cheap Shot from our stealth bar. And we have officially our first spell that we can't use. Also, on a side note, it has been so long since I played a Night Elf, especially in the starting area. I did not know that they had boars on this side. Like, I know that Kalimdor is, primarily Horde, and they have a lot of boars over there. But they made it all the way to the tree? That's fascinating. Maybe I gotta touch up on some of my boar lore. Boar lore. So looking ahead here, it is looking like we're gonna get 1, 2... Okay, so I've just dinged level 6, and we just unlocked Kick. And looking at it, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 abilities, and it looks like we're going to unlock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Plus, depending on the specialization, we'll be able to maybe get a different ability from there. A little side note here, we are already done the Night Elf starting zone, which is pretty crazy to me because I don't remember it going this fast. Like, we just killed a couple Night Sabers, got some stuff from a imp camp, and then went into a cave. Now we're already moving on to that like second zone or second town in that zone, which is pretty crazy to me. Like we're already level 6, so we are flying. That'll be an epic montage for sure. We are going to pick up some cooking while we're here. I think too we are going to make the jump to herbalism and alchemy. I feel like that makes the most sense when it comes to survivability because potions are great. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Has it been that long for me? Bandages are tailoring now? Wow, RIP to first aid. So I guess I can't really do bandages. It's kind of a game changer. I guess I gotta stick with herbalism and alchemy. One thing I do want to say though is I am going to be making a different amount of content. So I am aiming to do about 2 times a week when it comes to posting, but also just the type of stuff I post, I want to be a little different. So depending on kind of how far or how popular this series is, I do want to see it to completion no matter what, just to say that I did it. But I do want to add in kind of some gold guys and also class guys because I know that I have been picking up the game a lot recently. Like ever since I came back, I kind of just spend a lot of time on it, and I am interested in making more content and stuff that's enjoyable. So don't be surprised if you see a few different challenges mixed in here, especially if I don't want to flood it with just a whole bunch of certain challenge videos. I might mix it up, especially when it comes to gold challenges. I do a lot of coding and a lot of programming and stuff like that, so you may see some AI, and that will actually help when it comes to random decision making and stuff like that. Please drop, please drop, please drop, please drop, please drop, please drop, please drop. Yes. One thing too I want to say if I haven't mentioned is I'm not going to be switching specs to kind of like unlock different abilities and kind of like get rid of different abilities. So I want to limit it to one spec. So it's actually like a fair delete. I actually want to go through and not just have like so many more extra abilities to delete because I'm changing specs. This is the first iteration of this challenge, so I am sure that I'm going to make some mistakes. Like I am immediately regretting picking a zone that is this size. Maybe I should have started a little different, or maybe I should have, started with maybe even an allied race where, their starter zone is literally one quest to go to the major city. I haven't played a lot of Night Elf, but I picked it basically because of the racial and stealth capabilities that it has. And also, I feel like paired with professions, this will be the best chance I have for survivability, especially if I want to make level 80 and that group. Actually, yo, hold up, hold up, hold up. We might have to meld here. Damn, okay. Definitely gotta be careful when taking 2 at a time. Pause. Actually, the more that I did play this guy, the more I realized that it is harder to level without heirlooms. Like, I know that a lot of people take it for granted nowadays, especially me. Like, I haven't leveled a character in so long, but I remember heirlooms gave you that ability to one shot. And, looking at it now, like, it's actually difficult taking on 2 NPCs at once, 2 enemies, and actually coming out alive. So, being a rogue, I'm actually having to use my stealth and be strategic a little bit about it, which is nice, but definitely unexpected. Okay, so we're coming up on what might be the quest that'll have us ding 10. All right, guys, here we are. We are now level 10. So we got a bunch of new stuff coming our way. There's a couple options for us. We have subtlety, outlaw, or assassination. I'm not too sure which one I want to do. Like, I know there's the DOT abilities or kind of just, the outlaw stuff here. I've never played subtlety, so I think just to add a little extra challenge to this already kind of challenge, we're going to be going with subtlety. We'll kind of see what we unlock with our talents, and from there, decide what we have to do. We'll take Shiv. Now that we're level 10, we're going to be going over our abilities once more before we leave off at the end of this first episode, and we're going to be checking out kind of what we're going to get rid of. All right, guys, we are going through the list right now to decide what we want to get rid of. So what we have to choose to get rid of, we have Shiv, one of our 2 poisons, Kick, Eviscerate, the Crimson Vial to heal, Cloak of Shadows, Slice and Dice, Sinister Strike, Sprint, Stealth, or Shadow Strike. So now that we went Subtlety, I'm kind of regretting it a little bit, and I don't think that I'm going to get rid of Shadow Strike right off the bat. So we can go back to this first page. I know that we just unlocked Cloak of Shadows. which is kind of like a nice buffer for us. I don't know if I want to get rid of that. We got everything that we have. 'Cause I kind of want 2 poisons just to kind of have us have a lethal and non-lethal active for that extra damage. We already got rid of cheap shot. Ooh, man. This is already tough right off the bat. We need slice and dice. God damn. I think I'm going to be getting rid of sprint. I have to sacrifice that movement. Now that we have mounts, I gotta sacrifice that. I know that we'll be able to teleport a little bit in stealth, but we are getting rid of sprint. Yeah. I'm already used to hitting it already. This is gonna be a little tough. All right, guys, so we are officially done episode 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed so far. A quick summary on the left-hand corner here. You can see these are the abilities that we have taken away so far. We are currently level 10. These are the professions that we're rocking with. This may be subject to change. We are now at the point where we're going to be able to choose our next expansion that we want to go into and we want to play. I'm not too sure which one that's going to be yet, so please let me know in the comments kind of which one you think would benefit or which one you want to see me explore more compared to the other. And I'll definitely consider all options and I'll pick one to go through with. So yeah, if you guys did like this episode 1, it's a little bit unique, a little bit different. Please sub, like, and comment on the video. Stay through to the end of the series. I hope you enjoy because it's going to be a good one. Thanks for tuning in. It's been your boy, Big Arc. Peace.